I would play Will Howard for the first half of the season. And then by like NFL trade deadline time, we get mid-November. I want to see how that's going. Are we doing very poorly? Or are you hanging in there and are you impressing more than anybody expected? By the way, I don't have high expectations for Will Howard. I'm just saying I want to see what these stinking young guys have, because you're never going to know just by watching them take a handful of reps in practice per week. You're just not going to know. You got to get these guys on the field and see what they can do. So I would give the first half of the season to Will Howard. If Howard is performing above expectation, he's looking really strong, and the Steelers are in the hunt, still being competitive, give him out the rest of the year until things collapse. If I get to that halfway point and the Steelers maybe have a losing record, doesn't look the part, not making a lot of big plays down the field, whatever have you, I might say, okay, Drew Allar, I know that you're young. I know that you're raw, but I gave you all summer in the first half of a season to sit and learn. Now I'm going to, if the schedule favors you and we get a nice matchup here, I'm going to insert you into the lineup because I want to see what you can do. I don't want to go another year with this Steelers team and not figure out a single thing more that you have in Drew Allar or Will Howard. If you do that, I feel like it's just another wasted season. Now, do I believe either of these guys the franchise quarterback? No, but I ultimately think the Steelers will have to draft another quarterback, and they're going to have to take a much bigger swing than the swings they have. But you never know what can happen, and I would at least like to know, are you guys backups? Can you be a stopgap starter? Can you be a full-time starter? Are you a franchise quarterback? I think that's the best case scenario you can glean from that, is if either of those guys looks like a franchise signal caller. And at the very least, Shane, if they don't look like a franchise quarterback, they might look like a quarterback who can operate well enough that if you go out and draft another guy, you might be able to get some draft capital in return by trading one of the two.